Hi guys, FrostFangs here, a bit of a different one today. We're going to be playing some Lilith, of course, on the new patch. Welcome back to another Paladins video, but I haven't played an insane amount of Lilith. As you can see here, she's level 18, the lowest by quite a bit, so the approach I'm going for with this is different than I usually would. First off, she got the most changes, I think, out of any champion aside from Emoji, who actually got reworked in, like, the balance section. She got really moved around, like, numbers and sort of what they were trying to do with her. And she also got probably moved the most between the PTS and live, so 2 layers of, like, just buffs and nerfs and stuff. I'll put them on screen. So yeah, instead of sitting here and going through all those changes and giving you my thoughts here while I just read out everything that's different, I'm going to get rid of the notes on screen and I'm going to talk about how she is at the moment to actually play. I've only tried her out in the target practice and compare her to how I remember her before. Again, haven't played her a crazy amount. I'm not the most expert person on Lilith, so I think this is the best way for me to do it. Of course, I give you my thoughts on it across the course of this video, but talent-wise, she's pretty much the same, even though they are a little bit different. I can't remember if Emergency Intent was in this one or the last update, but Cursed Core definitely did get changed, but they're all doing pretty much the same thing they were doing before, like damage, changing your Q, or just healing. Sort of. The builds are probably the most different from where they were before, and the most I've changed them with, I think, in quite a while. I put Charmed back in there because I think this is going to be worth running now, the speed on the right click. I still have Waning Moon in there, but because they reduced the cost of the Q in general, I think, I'm not sure if this is still going to be worth running. Like I said, not an expert in the Lilith, but this is what I've come up with for now, and then maybe I'll change it after I play a bunch more games and when I revisit her again. Bit of extra health, they did change a bunch of stuff with it, but I think this is still kind of worth running. I will say something I'm happy about with the cards, because I think for the most part these changes to Lilith I'm kind of neutral on, or maybe a little bit negative. I'm not 100% sure just yet. They made these cards more simple and removed the fact that they were just trade-offs before. Now you can just have duration or radius and not have to also increase the cost. I feel like it was unnecessary. I would say just generally I don't like trade-off cards, and this makes it a little bit more straightforward. Her cards are still a little bit iffy. I could see some other versions of the build coming up. This is by no means perfect, but it should work for now. Alright, so for game 1 we've got a pretty good scenario for, I think, Evie, Emoji, Charlene and Ash on Sword Magistrates versus Yag, Khan, Victor, Vora and Emoji. I think I've said this in nearly every single Lilith video, but she is inherently just a difficult character to balance, I think, and design-wise she is one of my favourites. Do still think Kronos is a bit of a hard sell on it, even though I've grabbed it before and it's sort of worked. We'll drop the Q down there for the Ash, then keep the right clicks on other people, I think is kind of the play, even though everybody's up here. This feels a little weird. We'll just insta-tap it. It's a little bit better now, I think, when you insta-deploy instead of like fully charging it like you were usually doing before. Already feeling the extra cooldown though, I will say that much. Definitely not having any sort of problem so far with the meter. I actually feel like it's up quite a bit more than it usually would be so far in this one. It's kind of hard for me to explain what I mean with that, but yeah, I'm not really getting hit very much. It's probably the biggest reason. More heals here on the Ash while we tap away a little bit. I'm trying to mix in some damage so we can get the ultimate, because the ultimate is massive. We'll throw that down there. Some more damage on him. Fly away. Got full heals on the Ash. Yeah, the right click is still healing for a ton. Not noticing that much different right now, but again, this is after the tweaks to the BTS. I completely missed the BTS this time around, so I don't know how much different that was. Just trying to get rid of her here. Did the Ash even fire there? I don't know what's going on. We cleared her. I think I was doing most of the damage. I don't know. Big friggin' Q though. Don't know why I'm throwing the Q on myself as if it does anything. Trying to duel the Vora here. Just run. Moji's got me covered. Sure. Very, very scuffed so far. I need more items. It's a Vora ult. I guess we can avenge her, right? Nope, that's also Emoji there. We're going to run. Dead there eventually. Felt very tanky though. Surprisingly, it's quite difficult to get rid of me right now, even though I'm not playing particular. Let's get some veteran too. That should help. The meter doesn't feel that much different. Put the ultimate here again for the team, but the main thing I really am noticing is the cooldown on the Q. The rest feels pretty much the same as I remember. It really isn't that much different, but again, basing that off how she is and how I'm not on the PTS, because I didn't experience that whatsoever, so I have literally nothing I can say about it other than a lot of people didn't like it. There goes the Victor. Switch the mark over. Hello, Yag. I don't really know if I'm scared about this Yag or Emoji really even. She's obviously a support now. I think she's playing as kind of a healer setup. I feel so many people don't fire into it because they just think she's immune, which is kind of funny. That mark did not go where I wanted it to. And now I have to suffer because I can't heal for like 4 seconds. I feel bad for that Ash. I should have been able to save her there. Get rid of the Yag. Keep the Evie alive. I want to get a bit of a heal to her there as well. This is so scuffed. I'm kind of locked in playing Earth here though, and I feel pretty effective. I feel like my F doesn't throw me anywhere near as high as it usually does, but that's not been changed, right? Pretty sure the F is the same. Just doesn't feel like it does very much right now. That's got to be the same though, because I don't remember reading that in the patch notes. Don't really know how else to put it. I still feel very effective, although my damage does feel worse, and overall my utility aside from healing feels a little bit different. The speed buff on the right has probably been kind of nice. Haven't really noticed it on the teammates though. The team's been going kind of massive. We've got the ultimate here again. I've been genning it a ton. Definitely haven't been using it particularly well. We'll switch that over to the Ash. Finish off the Yag here maybe. I don't know, I'm getting ammo gen on actually. Is that because I'm hitting somebody who's in my queue? Is that a thing I just completely forgot about? Pop the ultimate. I really do feel like I still need to charge up the thing, but we are definitely genning 1 ammo. That isn't a change from this patch, but it does feel really nice firing into a Yag specifically, because I don't run out of ammo anywhere near as fast, because she's just super easily able to get the F on her, or the Q I mean. I can't talk. This game is cooking my brain. Drop the thing down, more damage on him, switch that over to the Ash. Sure, just ticking for free. Pop the F, fly over a little bit, heal the Charlene. The team is putting in work, but somehow we're kind of losing it. We'll drop that there again. Emoji is going for the damage talent, by the way, but I don't know if she's doing a particularly great job with it. We'll see with the stats at the end. I feel like I've healed for a ton here on Earth. It's been a really good scenario for her, just given the teams and everything, but yeah, I don't think I've done a crazy good job. I've just played her normally and it sort of worked out, and I really felt that she's not that much weaker than she was before. I think if you don't play Lilith a crazy amount, just like me, and you're just picking her up occasionally, and you know, sort of play her focused around healing, and you didn't play on the PTS to know how much different it was, she's probably going to feel very, very close to where she was before, just from the way you remember her. Again, at least for me, maybe I'm just really, really dumb. I'm not noticing it. That could definitely also be a case. Just spam some shots, get some healing. I do feel like the right click is a little bit maybe burstier than before, and it ticks up a little bit differently. Did try the damage on it a little bit, and the damage on the right click is terrible. There's no real reason you'd ever want to switch to that. That's a Yag ultimate, but maybe if you're ticking the Yag, it can be worth it, but it definitely doesn't feel like it. Am I dead here? Yeah, I don't know how that Yag is just in the middle ulting and nobody's hitting her. Very, very strange. Ashe ulted. Finish off armor plating, get some Chronos, get some Veteran, some Nimble. Should have died sooner probably just to be able to get more items and get this going a little bit faster. I'm just going to drop down, pop the ultimate. There's a combo on the Ashe. Just try and retreat a little bit. Can we keep this Moji alive? Nope. I feel like I'm not doing a crazy good job healing multiple people on the team. I feel like I can realistically only heal like 1 or 2 people. That's not really a new problem with Earth, but I definitely don't feel like I can do multiple people heals particularly well unless everybody is super grouped. I'm able to mix in damage quite well though, which is also just a normal thing with Earth. That's not any different. Still feel like I'm damaging a ton. That was a pretty good Moji ultimate. We'll switch down here and heal up a little bit. Victor just there. Hello Vora. She's gone. Easily could go either way. Just dropping the Q here kind of in the middle, trying to mix in some damage, making sure the Ashe is marked. Trying to throw that on wherever the Yag is, by the way, just to add up the damage. There's the thing. Go for the ultimate. This is going to be the team fight. I think that matters. We'll throw that down there. Heal for the Moji. Get a reload in because I feel like I'm constantly out of ammo. Just keep throwing down the things. Just trying to constantly tick this Yag, but it seems kind of glitchy. That's a Victor ult. I tried to maybe bait one there. That didn't work. Heal on the Eevee. Sure, throw that there. What is going on? We're actually kind of behind a little bit, but not by very much. As a heal on the Ashe. Am I dead yet? I'm eventually dead there to the Vora. I don't know what's going on with the team in that last fight there. That was very, very messy. They just felt like they were alive forever. I think they actually wanted the score pretty much. Looked like it was about 400. Defeat. They deserved the win. They played better, but our stats should be kind of crazy with Earth. Our damage there was also pretty good. And there you go, there are these stats for you. Quite happy with that. 100k, 112k, 92 on the point, 22 streak, 7-3, 26. Our damage should be a little bit higher specifically, so should our healing, but that was just because I didn't play particularly well. But something was going on with the Swarm where it wasn't ticking the Yag or the Khan sometimes. It will hopefully show in the video, but there were sometimes where I was throwing the Q down, it would tick them for like maybe a second, and the rest of it wouldn't deal damage or something like that. I don't know if maybe I just wasn't seeing it, but the damage definitely felt kind of broken on the Swarm and not really working. The damage output was good, and the healing output was pretty good. I just didn't feel like I could heal the entire team, which was kind of annoying. Our Moji going for support there would have probably been better, and then maybe trying to mix in hybrid, especially because if she was sitting at the back, she would have been hitting the Yag and the Khan for free. Damage did not work there. I think damage Moji could do with maybe a little bit of help. Ashe should have way more damage than that. She did play the point, but that damage and shielding number is pretty terrible. Shaolin put in mad work. Eevee started the show for sure. For their side in that one, Khan and Yag tanked and, you know, played the point a ton. They didn't do crazy good, but Moji was hitting them like a crazy amount. Support Moji definitely works in Onslaught and TDM, as you saw in that one there. She was the solo healer, shielded for a ton, more than like literally anybody in that game, and healed. Didn't do much damage, but yeah, she was doing her job there, keeping the 2 tanks up. But yeah, a bit of a weird game to show off Earth. I was going to do a game 2, but given how that one went, I think I'm going to cut it here, play her a lot more off camera, and then come back in like a week or 2 or 3 and revisit her after I've had a little bit more time, seen her a little bit more in games, and tweak the build maybe a little bit more, because she still feels like Earth, just a little bit weaker. She does a very similar thing. You're throwing and doing the same sort of, you know, abilities as you were doing before. It just doesn't feel as good. The main thing I noticed with her, just feel-wise, was the actual cooldown. The numbers didn't feel massively different, but just didn't feel as effective there as a solo healer. Still not really sure I understand what they were trying to do and how she's ended up with all these changes and stuff, but I'm not necessarily being that negative about it. I'm just kind of neutral at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. My voice is already gone. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Hopefully we get a Frosty Lilith skin sometime soon, because she'd be freaking sick firing icicles and snow effects and stuff. I think it would fit it really well. Yeah, I don't know why I did that here at the end, but I'll see you guys all, yeah, really, really soon. I appreciate it staying all the way to the end. And as always, stay frosty.